chilling in the living room. Oh yeah. What the hell? Oh la la. Sing it loud and proud. Why? Because the sky's so high. Because the sky's so high. But let it go, let it go. They don't like my singing, everybody. Okay, fine. A whole new world. A dazzling place I never been. Da, 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 da. A whole new world in this planet. What? Sex Pistols? YOLO, Erica. Welcome to my stream. And we got Chris Technician. YOLO. And then you got this lady over here singing her heart out. In your ass, hey, hey, hey. In your ass, ay-ya, ay-ya. Oh, in her ass? What the hell? That's what Chris Technician said. That's what Chris Technician said. I didn't say that. It's Chris Technician. It wasn't me. That's okay. They can still hear me through this. Oh, snap, cracker, pop. They can, they can still hear me from the haps. Hey. No. No, 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 no. Chris Technician, look, you got me in trouble, bro. With your damn comments. Sing Eleanor Morissette. Who else is in here? Let's see how many lookers we got. Managed viewers. Oh, we only got 2. What? In your bum? In your bum? What? I don't know what she's saying. Or she's in a singing mood today. Yep, she is. Sing it. Sing it good. Yeah, and kind of hyper earlier. Yes, hyper to the max. If I was a girl, I would never date you. Slap me? I've already shut up. Don't worry. What? Yo, yo, yo. He's chronic. He's chronic. He's high. He's high as a mofo. He high. In your hand. In your hand. Mm-mm. Hey, there's 4 people? Where's the 4th one? Let's manage. Oh, hi. In your hand. We're just chilling. Check this out. I'll show you guys something here. Oh, gotta need the lights. 1 second, guys. Put the lights on. Here's my dad and my mom. All there together now. There it is. The 2 couples now together. Rest in peace. Amen. You okay? So, yeah. Yes, Kendra, hi. You can't kick me out on here. Ah ha ha. My scream now. You can't kick me out. Miss Kendra. Mm-mm. Why would you want to block me? I didn't do nothing to you. That's fine. You want to block me? It's up to you. It's your choice, not mine. I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't mock your singing. What? I didn't. It's beautiful singing. I was singing with you. I didn't mock your singing. What you talking about? In your head, in your head. Mm-hmm. I didn't mock you. You were singing in your ass, in your ass. Strader started it first. I was just going along with it. What the heck? He said in your pants, in your pants. I was like, okay, then in your ass. And Chris went off. If you look at the comment, look up in the comment. I read it. His comment. Look at the comment. Scroll up. He wrote it in there. I never said I don't want to listen to you. I am listening to you. Jeez, Louisa. I didn't say I don't want to listen to you. I listen to you all the time. What are you talking about? I give up. What? What do you give up? What do you mean you give up? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I lost the battle. See you on the flip side. What? What do you mean lost the battle? I didn't do anything to her. What the heck? I was just reading the comments. And I muted myself. I didn't say nothing. Yeah, what battle? I don't understand. I didn't do anything.
Music that will put me out of sleep. Music, music, music. Look at it.
Yes. What battle? I don't know what battle. I... Hi. Hello? Yes. I got that song stuck in my head. Thank you very much. It is a good song.
Yeah. You're welcome.
That was the 90s. I used to play it in the radio all the time. I used to sing to that all the time. That's Cranberries. Never seen them live, but I wish I did the concert for them. They're a good band. So I get to go home on the 12th. Eh, so I get to do my dad's thing. Maybe this week or Monday next week, maybe. Cremation. His body's still in the freezer.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
Because they have to do the autopsy and stuff, and then after the autopsy, they put him in the freezer until we won't have the date to do his cremation. Hi, Bernie. What up? What's going on? It's a hot day out here. Burning buckets here. I'm sweating buckets here. That's why I'm sitting inside with the fan on,
Ooh, nice.
blasting. My room has AC, but there's no AC here in the living room,
Oh,
so
I
I'm
like
using
this
fans.
house.
You gonna buy it?
Yeah.
So what is it? 1.1 million?
And the rent is $200 per week.
Yeah. But what happens
Plus
if you buy it?
utilities and food.
I'll be here till April 12th, and then I'm going home. April 12th. How much is the value of the house? Probably like 1 point something.
Look at it. It's so new.
Yeah, brand new. It'll be like $1 million. My house.
1 million.
Hi, Lenny. What's up? That's not new. That's looks like a few-year-old house. It's not a brand new house because that style is gone out. They probably just did renovation. You get the whole house for $200? Oh no, just the room is 200. That's why they circled it, not the whole house. The whole house would be like you pay like $3,000 a month for the whole house if you rent the whole house.
But it's means that I can like put my car on the road
Yep.
and
And y'all, hey, what's going on, y'all? How you doing, Lenny? The bike is broken. If you can fix it, ride it. Oh, whose bike? See if there's gas in it. What the hell?
ooh, nice. This is a look. This is an Asian.
I'm holding in there.
I don't want to go in a flat that always advertising for Asians.
Just relaxing in the heat, hanging out at my dad's place yesterday. Oh, Lenny, look at this. I just went and did this. I photoshopped this. Okay, took it off of another picture, my dad's picture, and then put it on a background canvas. I photoshopped this, and then we put it up today. So here's this. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. So I did this. So this picture was he was in front of his restaurant here in Thailand. So I cropped that out and I put it on a nice background and did a picture. So they rest in peace to both of them. Yeah. So I take this picture, print it out at home. I have this one already. My mom's one I already have at home. My dad's one I'm gonna make a bigger one because they don't do bigger ones here. I don't know where to do, so I'm gonna go home and do another bigger one. So yeah, rest in peace. And then we got the incense we burn here. Right now it's done. I did it this morning. So his cremation is not done yet. I think Monday maybe they might have. I'm just waiting for my brother to come and then do the cremation. He's still in the freezer. They've done all the autopsy, everything we already done already. Just gotta wait to tell them what date. Oh yeah, my dad's house is very nice. Very, very nice. I think you've seen it, haven't you? Yeah, I'll show you the outside of it. So this is the living room area. Hey. And then with the dining room. And then one room here, and then the other one's mine. The one on the right. And then there's the bathroom, and then my dad's room, the master. I go out. Yeah, it's very spacious. So all have sliding doors, and then we got the netted doors. Yeah, my dad picked it all out. And then inside of this, there's actually multicolors. Hold on, I can turn it on. Somewhere here. Nope. Too many switches. Right here. See, multicolor you can do. So you can have a party here, multicolor. And then you go outside. But so my dad, don't mind the guy exercising, but my dad did a ramp for himself. And we close the door because otherwise the mosquitoes come in. So you got the mosquito doors here, nets, so you can get air breeze going in, and then that way the mosquitoes don't come in. And then there's stairs. And then we got Macquarie fishes. Look at this. You'll love this, Lenny. So my dad did this statue. So it's like a Hindu god. Yeah, the dining room set actually carved in, and it's got all the animals inside of it, and then the glasses sitting on top of it, all carved by hand. And then you got Macquarie fish. I just fed them earlier, and they think that I'm feeding them food right now. That's why they're coming up because they can hear me, because I'm the one that feeds them all the time. Look at them. Yeah, and then this. I just changed the flour the other day, so it's still fresh. Give it about a week, and then we'll change it again. We order flowers again. And then here we got the ponds here. Oh, we got fishes here too. Pond on this side and pond on that side. Yeah, they're not goldfish. They're McCoy fish. You can get bigger size than that. The bigger ones are more expensive. Where did those bottles go? What bottles? From yesterday. Oh, you just put it outside. The old lady comes out and takes me. Where the garbage can is? Nothing, auntie, garbage over there, auntie, over there. No, no, the garbage there. Yeah, check the garbage over there. I think Wu left it there. I was up all night the other night watching someone named Martin who was in Phuket. Wow, people drive crazy over there. Yes, they do. Over here, they don't, they have lanes and stuff. You stay on your lanes. No, they just drive whatever, and people cut through. Like, over in America or Canada, you have to stay in your lane with the motorbikes. Here, no. The motorbikes will cut through, cut through, cut through. Even the cars, cut through here, cut through there. Holy shit. It's crazy. I'll show you the backside of the house here. I'm going to enter through the kitchen to the spice kitchen. My dad has the spice kitchen, and also another. Might be closed. She might have locked. Okay, there we go. Go inside. So that every door and windows have these things because you get bugs and mosquitoes all over here. Okay, so this one will just leave like that. Just keep this shut. So this is the spice kitchen, which is this is where mostly we cook. And then we got the fridge in the back. A big ass freezer and fridge. And then go in here. Got the big kitchen with the window here and a fan, which nobody's sitting here, so I don't know why the fan's on. Let me shut it off. And then the cabinets and stuff. And then we got another sink here and stovetop. And then we got lots of stuff. My dad just moved in a few, so I've been trying to clean up stuff. That's why stuff is everywhere. So no, we're probably just gonna sell it. Or they might just take it. I don't know. Or she'll buy it. Half of us. That's all we're gonna do. And then they're also building some stuff here. So this area is just getting developed. So they have houses that are building right now on this side. So I had no neighbors on this side. So there's no houses. So heat will come in right in hot. You cannot sit without a fan on. It gets too hot because there's nothing blocking the sun anywhere. Oh, I'll show you the snake. How did the snake come in? Okay, hold on. The snake came out of these construction area, right? Yeah. See the dining set. It's got carved like animals, elephants, and stuff all carved out. Even the chairs are hand carved. The dining set. The snake was inside the motorbike. So I think it came from the. I think it might have came from the construction on the other side that they're doing, because that side is not done yet. They're still trying to sell the land on that side. My dad was gonna go buy that and make a pool and a gym, but before he passed away, like this piece of land, like I showed you guys where the house is, but this land here, I don't know if you guys can see that. So this land, he was supposed to buy it and make a gym and a pool here, but he's not around. But I'll show you where the snake came in. I don't know how he got through the. I think he got through the gate and came out. Yeah, that's what he. That's what his plan was, to buy that land. So the snake came out of this inside here. So you open up this, and it wasn't coming out of the motorbike. I don't know how it got in, but it came out of this. They had to pull it out. Big ass snake. I think when you do construction and stuff, they actually, if you see potholes in the land and stuff, you see potholes. Be careful. There's snakes inside the potholes here. No. This was before I even got here. This happened before I even got here, right? They usually sit in the potholes and stuff here. If you have open land, just sit in the pothole. My dad's bicycle that he used to ride every morning, we have to get it repaired because the chain is breaking on it. So I had to find a bike repair shop to repair that. And then this is not my dad's car. My dad's car, someone else took the car. Yeah, this is one of the builder's car. My dad's lady's brother-in-law. It wasn't Cobra. I don't know what it was. So, and then my dad's little gym area, small little gym area we built. If we were to buy that one, you'll make gym and a pool, right? So we didn't. So that's what it is. It's always motorbikes here going by all the time. I sit out here, exercise, or just sit, watch people go by, say hi. Very nice. People around this area is very like friendly, very friendly. Oh, where the camera? And I need my water. You want to join? Okay, hold on. Hold up. Let me invite you. Invite Chris. Gonna go cook dinner soon. Tucker, how come your name is not? Oh, there it is. Invite. Okay, invite is sent. You look like you got some sun. Yes, I did. A lot of sun. I'm burning. Just walk in and show you guys around the house. Come inside. I'm already sweating. That's how hot it is. It's like 99 here, like between 90 and 900. It's right now. Next month is supposed to be even more hotter. It's going to be like 150 Fahrenheit. which is like 45, 50 degrees in Celsius. So yeah, I got lots of sun because you have to be in the sun to go anywhere. 15 Fahrenheit, that's cold. Dang. I can't sleep without AC in here. So my room has fan, but the fan doesn't do anything. AC is better. So I keep my room at like probably about 71, 71, 72 Fahrenheit, which is about 21, 22. The AC running when I sleep. Otherwise, I can't sleep. It's too damn hot. Like I have to like take my shirt off and like sleep because I can't. It's too damn hot. It gets like the rooms will get super hot. Chris, I gave you an invite. Anybody else want to come up? Can invite. Oh, there he is. And oh, there he is. There is Chris in the background. Hello. Were you able to get the ocean? No, Chiang Mai is not around the beach. You had to go to Phuket. Ooh, dark chocolate, blueberry, and how do you say that? Asi?
Acai.
Acai? Hold on, let me get out of this. Okay. Yeah, Chiang Mai is not around the ocean. You have to go to Phuket or Bangkok or other parts of Thailand. You're tired? Go to sleep. You're running behind. I know you're tired. Yeah, because you're using the screen. It's dry.
I've been looking at a screen all day.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Your eyes are dry. You need to put eye drop. Yeah, Phuket has beaches and stuff. I think you go to Bangkok. Chiang Mai does not have beaches. You have to go up to the mountains or something. But even then, that's no waters around here. Yeah, no waters. You won't find beaches. Only beaches you want, you go find a pool. Go rent a hotel or something with a pool. You jump in the pool, like how I did when I was quarantining for 5 days. I booked this place for 5 days, and they had a pool, so I was able to swim in the pool. That's the only water I'm gonna get out here. Whoa, what the guy streaming on Twitch for hours just to see Phuket? Yeah, there's another lady called Pimp, PPIM. She's actually in Phuket right now. She's from Bangkok, but she's traveling to Phuket right now. So she shows a lot of beach and waters and stuff. Check her stream out. Her Twitch name is PPIM. Like Pimp.
Thank
Yeah, PPIM Pimp. Is her name on Twitch. Oh, the Walking Pineapple. Yeah. I follow him too. Yeah, the white guy. He's married. I think he's married to a Thai lady or something, or I can't remember. I used to watch him. The Walking Watermelon. Yeah. Oh, he's live time. I didn't get his notification. Probably dead. Didn't notice. What you doing? Sorry. I'm talking to Kendra over here too. Lenny, you know Kendra. You met her before.
My eyeballs hurt.
Your eyeball hurt. Can I massage it?
No.
Go get some eye drop next time when you go to the store. That'll help with your eyes. Oh, Lenny says hi. The one that you were in the stream with. Yeah, she says hi, Kendra. Kendra says hi, Lenny. What?
Oh, it's like 12% big.
4%. I thought it would be at 69.
I don't want to do that.
Gotta keep yourself hydrated all the time. Otherwise, you'll be hydrated fast. Yeah, but that will keep you hydrated for a few minutes. Water will keep you that will keep you hydrated. And you burn your fast. Out here, over there is fine where you at. But heat wise, you gotta drink water and soda. If you drink soda, if you drink soda, you gotta have a cup of water too with it. Otherwise, you get dried out. Then your mouth will. You gotta keep hydrated because the heat will dry you out. Holy shit! That's why I got the fan on right now in full blast. Always running at number three. Right now it's summer season here. When it goes to winter season, then it will cool down a little bit. It'll be like, I would say maybe 80, 88.
Okay, let's check my phone.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll make some ramen later. Good ramen with some pork meat and some chicken meat. I'm gonna put some eggs in it, and then I bought this fried puffs from the store. They put chicken inside of it, and one has potatoes and chicken. Curry puff. And I bought some from this lady at the market. I just walked over here. 2 to 5, you cannot buy beer and alcohol. Yeah, we all eat together in breakfast, and sometimes if we buy food or whatever, we buy lunch. Sometimes dinner. It depends if we go out to eat or if we buy in. We will sit and eat. Yeah, me, my sister, and my sister's boyfriend,
I paid
my
two
brother-in-law.
hundred dollars
On what?
by when I told my car a picture by using the loyalty.
Ooh, but it's still high for you. It's still high for the gas over there, isn't it?
No,
Yep, it's high everywhere. Thailand is not high. You don't pay the same tax. It's pretty cheap. The taxes are cheap here, so it's like 35 baht, which is about probably I would say about like $1 something between 35 to 40 baht here for 1 liter of gas. So you're paying probably I would say maybe $4 something, like 4.14 or something or less. Cause yeah, or lesser, like maybe $3 or something, depending on
$2.
$2.58. That's high. That's high. Over here, in Vancouver, already gone up to like $2 something, 2.20 per liter. Nope, I'm flying myself back. I'm going back on April 12th. Lenny. By the way, Lenny, I sent you a invite if you want to come in. You don't have to come if you don't want to. So, so you save $200 on gas. Is your car gas guzzle? Yeah, fine. Take your time. If you want to come for a bit? I'll be on for another half an hour or so, and then I'll go make some. I'm starting to get hungry now, and we're gonna go to the store to go get some beer because we weren't able to buy it when we went. So I'll be on maybe another 20 minutes, half an hour. Because now it's 5 o'clock. We can go buy beer. Hello.
What's it mean?
I can't see you. No, I can't. When you started sharing, I can only see whatever.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Oh, sorry. One second. I don't see your share. What the hell's going on? Hold on. I gotta just. Oh, that one. Oh, you did record it back. Nice. Ooh. Who's that?
I don't know.
You don't know her name? Damn. Why don't you know her name? Oh, wow.
What's me? What's that?
Wow. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that was eye close. Ooh. Good one. Yes. Hmm. That's cool. Hey. I like the background sunset. Very nice.
It's not actually.
It was overcast. Yeah, that one's nice. There you go.
I think it's so light. How can she run it?
Yeah.
What's it say? What is
Where? I don't see a watermark. Oh, right there. It's hard to see. You need to make it later.
I didn't realize my boot.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
If you a suicide attempt would have worked, how long has it been since you would have left?
I believe I can fly. Bum, 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 bum. Where the hell is this guy? She's walking tic tac. Oh, your phone froze.
Your phone froze?
Not yours. Kendra's. He's trying to share something and it froze. Not you. You're fine. We are fine. Kendra. Everybody's sleeping. So nobody's on hacks. Or your grandma was like, and she's like, who else wants to go live? I was like, okay, I'll go live. So that's why I went live. What is he making? Is that, what the heck is this? Cookie dough. That's my cookie. He's gonna freeze it or he's gonna cook it? Oh fuck. What's big? Catch and go. Catch and go. Go, go. Oh snap. Go, go, go. Yeah. Brad. The fuck?
I would have stayed in there longer, but I haven't charged my phone. I don't want my phone to die on me all night.
Say what?
My phone was getting close to 10%.
Yeah. They can hear you.
I'll charge it.
What?
They can hear
Well,
you.
I can hear you.
Oh,
I can hear you clearly now.
so?
Skype. It's positive.
I was just saying I had to charge my phone.
Oh, yep, it's positive. Somebody wrote a line.
My phone was about to
Yeah.
die.
Does that mean they're pregnant? Does that mean they're pregnant, Chrissy? Got 10 people, but nobody's speaking? What the hell? Oh, manage viewers. I don't see who's here. Let's see who's looking. We got Bernie in here. We got Kendall in here. We got Sweet Peas in here. What? It said 10 people. And it only tells me this many.
I would be in there, but my
The,
phone
view,
is.
the viewer counts are wrong. I don't have 10 people in here.
It's charging.
Yeah, they have fixed it.
Yeah, it's 10. It shows 10, but now I only have like 4 people in here. In the manage thing. Oh, rainbow. Sun and cloud. That's cool. With glitter.
Oh, man. I gotta get to bed pretty soon. Ugh.
Okay, good night. Did she even hear me?
Well, it is 3 a.m. in the morning here.
Oh, there's Lenny. We got Lenny in the house, everybody. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Yes, you have so I'm so envious of your tan. I look as white as a ghost.
Oh my god.
I used to come back from Florida, not even quite that tan, but close.
Right.
But
Super hot.
I don't lay out in the sun like I used to anymore. As much as I love it, and I love the ocean.
Yeah.
When they say how much stronger and everything the sun is, and
Yep.
I had a friend of mine whose son was only 26 years old.
Yeah.
One spot on his stomach turned out to be melanoma. Gone. 27 years old. So when you see something like that, it makes you think twice about lying out in the sun to get that
Yep.
gorgeous tan, that we used to get all the time.
Yeah.
I remember, having neighbors with swimming pools. There was no need for us to put one in.
Yeah.
Um, because they always let us, their mom and my mom were best friends, and
Yeah.
we were best friends with the girls, so we were always swimming, the neighborhood kids and everything, because they had almost like an Olympic-sized swimming pool.
Oh
She
wow.
wanted her kids to be swimmers, and they didn't really want to be, but she hired a coach, and every day those kids had to swim like 100 laps before they even went to school. It's
Wow.
crazy.
That's so crazy.
And they were on the swim team, and they won throw. But after that, when they were old enough, they were like, we're not swimming anymore. And they were
Wow.
good, very good. But I
Were
think the
you a
mom
good
pushed them,
swimmer?
you know.
Were you a
And
good
the
swimmer?
mom can't swim. That's the sad part.
What?
Am I a good swimmer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really good.
That's good.
But we were
Then somewhat.
fortunate.
I'm not that great.
Well, we were fortunate growing up where we lived near a school, which also was near, like, there was a pool area, not that belonged to the school, but it was
Right.
open, open in the summertime. And so they offered swimming lessons, and every year my dad got us season passes, so As soon as that pool was open, we were over there all day till we had to come home for dinner. Then we'd go
Nice.
back at night, till it closed. So
Nice.
yeah, we were like, you start off, beginners.
Yep.
Somewhere, I don't know if I still have them now since I moved, but I still have all my Red Cross they would give you after you passed each class,
Yeah.
like a
It's
red
the
card
yeah. Mhm.
across from a card from the Red Cross saying you passed. Well,
Oh,
I took
nice.
it all the way up to the highest you could go
Yeah.
until life saving.
Oh,
And the
nice.
only reason I didn't go into life saving was because I wasn't very big. I was tiny, you know,
Right.
and, and they scared me. A lot of the people and the guys, it's like saying, you're going to take life saving, but one of the things they do, is they could have one of the adult, the teachers or whatever, will
Yeah.
try to drown you. I'm like, yeah, me, 100
That's
pounds. How am I going to save this guy? I don't want to drown in the deep end of the pool. So I
wow.
kind of got away from it. I don't know
Hmm.
if they wouldn't deliberately drown me, but they do make you rescue that. But it's pretty hard for thin
Right.
100 pounds, if that, to do it. So I just kind of bowed out. But I have, from swimming skills, I have actually saved 4 lives.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
It's cool. So you ever wanted to be like a lifeguard or something?
Yeah, I want to be a Baywatch babe like Tracy. I did. I
You
literally
did?
did. I thought
Nice.
about moving to California to try out
Nice.
for
That's
it.
awesome.
I give
That's awesome.
Tracy a run for her money.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna tease her
Well, I
about
don't know if
that.
she can save people on the water, but I know she can. She looks
Oh,
good.
she can certainly run down the beach in
Pretty
that
much.
hot red swimsuit like Pamela
Yeah.
Anderson and all the rest of them.
And do it in slow motion, you know?
Oh, that is not done in slow motion. That's the tape speed.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yes, I know that. Oh,
Yeah.
camera. Yep.
But yeah, I want to be on Baywatch. That and
Wow.
I did
Pretty
try
cool.
out for Charlie's Angels. You probably didn't
Oh,
know
did
that.
you?
Not
Really?
the original. They remember when the show ended and then years later they were gonna come back
Yes.
with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. I
But for
heard
that.
about it and I actually missed the audition in Boston.
Oh
So the
no.
next one coming up was all the way up in Portland, Maine, which was 4 hours away. So
Wow.
I said, you
And
know
yeah.
what? I'm going for it. So I drove 4 hours up to Portland, Maine,
Damn.
and I stood in line
Yeah.
with the other people where the audition was being held, and basically sit
Yeah.
there, fill out the paper, and then they'll call you in, and all of a sudden you walk in, and it's like walking into like all these 10 strangers looking you up and down and throwing questions at you, and
Yeah.
all of that for like no more than 20 minutes to a half an hour. And I
Really?
thank you. If we're interested, we will definitely be calling you back. So I say
They're
thank
looking
you
at the
very
body.
much. Have a lovely day. I drive
Oh,
all the way back. Okay? Now I'm tired. I know
they're
more
looking
than
at the
get
body.
home.
Looking for a particular body, I think.
and the and the phone rang. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was. I'm trying to remember if it was that night or if it was the early morning.
Yeah.
And they go, "We'd like to see you again for a second audition." I'm like,
Ooh.
"Oh my god!"
Like you.
Now I'm excited, but I'm pissed because I don't know why I didn't think to stay over. I didn't think they'd call that quickly, right? Ah, here we go again, round two, 4 hours up. And that was fun though because they had us in. We had to bring jeans and I
Yeah.
forgot what kind of shirt we had, but we had to like do some like lines and while they were filming us on cam like sneaking behind the cars in the parking lot with a fake toy gun. And
Yes.
it was fun. I had a blast, and of course I hammed it up for the cam.
Yeah.
I didn't overdo it, but I'm sure they had a. So actually, the girl they chose, one of them was from the
Yeah.
Boston audition, Taya Leone, who played Madam Secretary.
Wow.
Yeah, well, she was a lot younger.
Right.
So was I back then. But yeah, I was thrilled to get a second call back, and my mother was like, "What did you do up there to get a second call back?" And I said, "Nothing."
Right, right.
No, my mother was joking. She was happy. But she was
Right.
nervous because I had to drive all the way back up there again. My mom was one of these moms that, if it was locally not too far, she would drive, but she would never get in a car and go on a trip by herself,
Right.
without my dad. That's not the way it was. Dad always drove. She's a good driver. She was a good driver, excuse me. So
Right.
yeah, but that would
That's
have been cool. But then they never did make the show.
Well, yeah,
Something,
I didn't see the show at all. I seen the old one back in the
yeah,
day.
the original with
Yeah,
Jacqueline Smith and Farrah
but not
Fawcett.
only the movies I've seen. That's it.
Yeah, but they
So,
never did go back and make the series, so I don't. That's not uncommon. Even being an extra in a movie,
yep.
now they come out faster, but they can make a movie and they can go and put it on the shelf, as you well know, and it may not come out for a year or two later. All
Yep.
depends on what the market and
I
what
was in
they
the news
think.
for a remake on a show. I was the audience in
Hmm.
the Saved by the Bell. They were going to redo with new actors,
Oh
but
yeah.
that never came out.
Yep.
But
Now they get these ideas and
yeah, they
it's
did.
just not the same. I mean, for those that never watched it, I understand they wouldn't know the difference, really. They didn't watch the
Yeah,
originals, but those of us that watch the original,
yeah.
you can redo a show, but it's still not the same
Yeah,
that you're used to.
yeah.
They
They're
never usually succeed. It's
yeah,
very rare.
exactly.
But yeah, I
You need
think
the original
Baywatch
people
might
to
still
come
do
back
good.
in order to do it right.
You could be, geez, you can go try out. You can be a
But
lifeguard.
but the funny thing with that show is that Screech guy that's in there, he passed away already, so they can't
Wait,
really
who
bring
did?
him back. The guy on Saved by the Bell, Screech, he passed
I
away
don't remember.
a few years now before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, we're all getting older. That's the
he
tough
was
part,
really
the
good show
reality.
with the
But
originals.
yeah, I didn't see you on like for a couple days, but then I was here there. I don't even know if I was on. I was
Yeah,
like I said, I
on
happened to be
you were
on.
on this thing, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see your comments, and then Tony was
Oh,
like,
I
"Yeah,
know.
hi to you," and
There's
everything. I was like, "What?"
no, I would don't. I would never block. I'm just saying that I
I
don't
know.
know. It could
He
be
never
a.
blocked. So I was like, what the heck? I can't see Lily. I know Lily never blocked me, and I didn't block her. I
I
even
would
went and
never
checked.
do that.
Yeah,
I
went and
don't
checked.
block the nice people. It's only the ones that act up.
Yeah, yeah, I know that.
That have the really filthy mouths, because I don't really like that. Like,
No, I know you
clean
didn't
it
block.
up.
I was just like, what the heck? And Tony said that you had some problems or whatever. You didn't have.
Well, I did. I mean, yeah, I had car battery. The garbage disposal had to be replaced. The refrigerator, freezer. I told you all that. All of that going on at once. It kind of wore me out.
Yep.
Money wise, oh
Yep.
lordy, I'd rather spend it on a vacation. And
China
now
has.
COVID is. Oh, I don't want to
Yeah,
even bring it up. COVID cases are up again here. I just
China has
checked because I haven't checked in a long time.
Yeah.
2,430 some odd new cases in my state alone yesterday. And I'm like, we haven't heard anything on the news about
Well,
it.
here in Thailand and like the Asian countries, the numbers are going up apparently.
Yeah, they're going up everywhere again. They have, was it Shanghai, China? They were locked down.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're locked down again.
But it's like, what in the heck is going on? Another
I think it's
variant.
because the all the what you call it the I think the Olympics and stuff is what got.
The Olympic people, they think they were pretty. I think they handled that very well. I feel. I mean, do you know how much money they lost? Oh my God.
The
Without the
spectators come.
stadiums, the hotels, and everything, but they,
Yeah,
for what they had, they did a good job. I enjoyed it. I actually missed
yeah, I
it.
like it. Yeah, it was really great.
And
But
then they
China has
send
money.
the Paralympics go over there as well.
Yep, they
Yeah.
won all of them. But China has money, so they don't care if they lose money or not.
Well, I would think that if you're chosen, it's like the Olympic Committee, they must have money that they give to them. And they
But
already had the
oh,
stadium, bird's nest. I think that's kind of cool the way they built that. It does look like a bird's nest.
but
And I,
China is they're already rich anyways. So
yeah, have you ever been?
I've been to the airport in Hong Kong, but I
Oh,
have not.
Hong Kong.
I,
Yeah.
I want to go to Hong Kong and Shanghai.
So
Yeah.
many people though. See, that's
Not right now because of COVID. I would not go there,
yeah.
but soon I want to
That
go.
airport. I remember when
Huge.
Steph went over to meet Eunice,
Yeah.
and she was trying to find Eunice in the airport. They were calling each other on their cell phones. But oh my lord, the people there, I'd be claustrophobic, and I'm not claustrophobic.
Right.
But I'd be like, give me that. The only thing I like about it though, and I hate to say it, but you don't see all the freaky people like we have here.
No.
Sorry. With every hair color under the sun. They probably don't allow that over there.
No.
I don't know what they allow, what they
Only
don't.
depends if you're like a superstar or something that you're allowed to
Mhm. Mhm.
feel like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
Something.
I mean, that's entertainment purposes, but
Yeah, that they allow.
I thought that it would pass by now. But
I'll tell you one thing over here in Thailand, don't ever take an ambulance.
no,
Dad, don't go take an ambulance. I had a very bad experience with my dad.
you had to go.
Yeah, I jumped in because uh, apparently the night, remember, I don't know if I told you this, but apparently my dad was released when my brother-in-law he came the day, and then the next day he quarantined in Bangkok, and then he came
Mhm.
the night over here to Chiang Mai. And then the next day we went to the hospital, and the guy said, "Oh, your dad's squeezing on his own now. He can get out of the ICU. He can go to
Mhm.
regular ward, but you need 24-hour care, and
Yep.
somebody needs to be there for him so they can push the bells and stuff." So
Yep.
we went. I stayed with him for the night. I said, "Okay," because my sister didn't have her stuff. I already had my stuff. So
Mhm.
I did the PCR test, went upstairs. I spent the whole night, and then next day my sister and all of them came, and then they said, "Okay, your dad's ready to go to care home, uh, not home, but to a care home." So I said, "Okay, fine, let's take him to a care home." So we brought him to care home that night at 9:45 in the night to the care home and gave him everything. And the next day we went around about 12, I think 12:45. We went there. No, about 12:15 we went there to see what kind of medicine he needs,
Mhm.
what the list of stuff he needs. So the lady came out and gave us the list. We just went next door, pretty much next door, just to the pharmacies, just to buy all the stuff. We
Mhm.
came back after 10 minutes later, and the lady comes out and said, "We're doing chest compression, and we're
Mm-mm.
calling the ambulance right now."
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm like, "What the hell's going on? What the
Mhm.
hell's going on?" She's telling my dad the lady about it because I can understand her what she says, right? Then
Yeah.
all of a sudden the paramedic goes inside, the ambulance comes, paramedic goes inside, and then they pull him out. They pull him out doing the compression. One person pushing, the other person stretcher. They
Mhm.
shove him inside. I just jumped into the ambulance, and then my sister
They
on the
didn't
other side
take you out. Did you jump in like the front? Because I don't think
because
they
they were
let you
doing
in the
chest
back.
compression already. They were doing chest compression already. I jumped in together with them and jumped in, no matter what,
Mhm.
and because they had to rush into the thing. And then my
Mhm.
brother-in-law jumped in, and then my sister jumped in, and then
Wow.
the other lady jumped in also, and they were doing the
Yeah.
oxygen. And the ambulance there is like a cube van almost. It's not like the ambulance you get in like Canada or the US, nice
Mhm.
big where you can stand on it and everything is locked in. No, it's not. It were like shaking while they were driving so
Let me
fast, like
tell you
oh,
something.
shaking. My dad's leg
They
will fall.
may look nice here in, I don't know about Canada, in the US, but you go when they go like that and you hit a pothole or something in the they're not like a ride in a Cadillac. And
Yeah,
you
plus
have
you
to be
can't even stand.
strapped in, like
The lady that was standing and doing the compression, she was like almost ready to fall over and stuff. I had to grab her. My brother-in-law grabbed her.
when they
And
go around the corner, you feel like you're gonna and not
my
don't
dad's
mention
legs were like falling off the stretcher they used. So I
oh,
was
I
like, "Holy
fought with them because I was so stressed out. I was having a really bad anxiety attack.
yeah."
Well, I didn't know.
I
I
hold
also had
my dad's leg. He was
tachycardia
like
from stress.
he was completely iced. it's cold. I was like, what the heck? And I kept hitting him and stuff and say,
Mm.
hey, wake up, come on, you can do it, wake up. And they keep doing the chest compression all to the
Yeah.
emergency. They did they tried
Did they have a defib? Ooh,
they
I
did
had
the fibrillation, whatever they can do, everything they did. They 25 minutes later they came out and said, hey, I can't. That's not responding. We'll try another 5 more minutes, but I think he's done. That's what they told. And I was like, what? So now we got to just find out itself. But they have cameras and every
you got an echo.
technician doesn't echo.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all they said. So we're gonna try and get the footage and see what really happened.
Oh yeah. Why do you think something else went on?
Maybe something else wrong, but with the what do you call the autopsy said that his lungs collapsed and the heart stopped because they were doing the suction because my dad
Mm-hmm.
can't swallow on his own, right? So when they do the
Right.
suction a lot, I think they took out too much oxygen out of his lungs, and also they can't keep him not take the saliva, otherwise he choke and die, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have to do so many times, so I think that's why caused the lungs to just collapse. So I
I
don't think
see.
it's their fault.
That's sad. Very, very sad.
So uh,
You know,
it,
though,
this drama never hit me yet. I know it'll hit me next month once I come
still, it
home. Yeah,
hasn't hit you.
I know
I'll tell you
that's
when
what
it will
happened.
probably hit is around holidays.
Yeah, that's what happened when my mom died. It didn't hit
Mm-hmm.
me that month, but like everything once everything calmed down, the funeral was done, everything. That's
Well,
when
right now, too, you're there. That's the best thing, though, that
yeah.
at least you were there, Jeeves, because you would have felt terrible if you were still in Vancouver, you know?
One thing is that I don't regret or anything that I got to spend the night with him
Mm-hmm.
in the regular watch with him. I was there all night. I got to sit down and speak to him and everything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
be there with him. I even played movies with him, and we watched movies
Oh.
together. Did all kinds of stuff. I was there for him.
Mm.
That's
And he knows that. And
he was happy to see all of us. That's why he
of
was like,
course.
now it's time
And
to rest in peace.
maybe just even the trip, maybe he wasn't ready to go there, you know?
I
As
don't know.
far as medically.
But the funny thing was when we were trying to transfer him over, the doctor was giving medications to my sister to say,
Mm.
okay, this is what he needs. My dad was looking at everything that she was doing. And he was trying to tell something to my sister, and I don't know what he was trying to do, but he was looking at her and trying to, move his
Yeah.
eyes, and he was trying to say something. And
But he
I felt
couldn't say anything.
like I felt like no, don't give me anything. Just let me go, kind of thing. That's why I think he was trying to say because that was a lot of medication that we had to give him for his condition.
You
I
know,
thought,
I went through that with my mom's sister. At 42, she had a brain tumor.
yeah,
And she came to spend several months, at our house, to be. My mom was a nurse, but, of course, she's raising all us kids too. And
yeah,
um, we gave her one of the bedrooms that the two
yeah,
boys were in, and then we stuck them all down in another huge room that we had.
yeah.
And, you know, little kids don't care. You know what I'm saying? Stick two in a double bed and one in a twin bed. You do what you gotta do, but it always made me feel terrible. I was only like 16, 17.
Yeah,
To sit down and you're eating your food and they're
yeah,
sitting there and they picking at their food like I can't eat anything and losing the hair. She just had one strip of her hair like a mohawk down her head, and things are different back then,
yeah,
than they are now. There's been a lot of advancement, but
right.
when you talked about the amount of meds, she had like this huge bag. There must have been 50, 60
Wow,
prescriptions in there.
wow.
So, like I said, she came to be with us, and she didn't going back home. Wait a minute, I'm trying to remember now. As a kid, I think she did end up going. She was from
How long
Virginia.
did she live for before she passed?
Well, she was married. They had, each of my mom and she had two sisters. They all had
Oh,
5 kids,
right,
but
right.
her husband, had to work, and he was
Yeah.
God. Her youngest son was like 8 when she died because he came and spent the summers with us. But he was passed around from one sister. A lot of them they're still married, all of them, and they
Yeah.
got married super young, you
Wow.
know, like
Right, right.
20, 21.
Wow,
A
that's
lot of
super
people
young.
don't do that now, but they're all still married, the same person, so it worked out.
That's good.
But, like the oldest sister and her husband was a um, police officer, head of detectives,
Oh,
you
wow.
know, she she would have him, and then he'd be at another sister's, and then he'd be at another sister's, passed around. But he's a good kid. I taught him how to swim
Did
when he
you?
was up
Nice.
here. Yeah,
That's
because
cool.
he came, we were all going to put our swimming suits on to go to the neighbors, swimming. They said, come on over.
Right.
And so he's standing there, on the edge of the pool, the 3 feet, and I'm like, come on in, Andy. And, just took it for granted. And he's like, I can't. And he says, I'm afraid it's too deep. And I'm like, hey, really cute kid. And I said, Andy, do you know how to swim? And he kind of said, no. So I took him in my arms and I just started I said, I'm not going to let go of you. And we started with the hold on to your cousin,
Yeah. Wow.
kicking the feet first. The next thing I know, I had him holding his nose going underwater. Then,
Oh,
no
nice.
nose going underwater. And by
Diving
the
and
end
all.
of the summer, he was jumping off the diving board in the deep end.
Oh, nice. That's so cool. That's
And he
cool.
never forgot it.
Hmm.
You tell, every time I talk to him now,
Yeah.
um, I haven't talked to him in a long time. He married some, I don't know how to say it. I don't even know how they met. He married some Russian girl. Oh my God.
Ooh,
Do not
Russia.
look at her. And
Oh,
here's
no.
the thing.
What's that?
Coachy, Chris has been up here and hasn't said a word even before I came up.
What's up,
Oh,
Gucci?
sorry, I'm listening.
Oh,
We
okay.
need to take a quick breath so we can hear from the others. No, I've been speaking, Cooch.
Cooch. You called him Cooch.
I mean, Coochie Poo, Coochie Poo, whatever. I
Coochie,
don't know.
Coochie. Now you got me. Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, I heard Coochie Coochie.
Coochie.
Stevie Wonder, what's up?
Slap myself. Sorry, Coachy Poo.
Coochie
Slip
Poo.
of the tongue there. I'm not
I love
calling him
Coochie
that.
Poo. How's it going? We're doing good. I'm just
I'm
chilling.
watching the sun
Gonna go
come
make
up
some
here.
dinners.
Six
Oh, the
six
sun's going
thirty
down.
five.
Okay. The sun's dropping. It's gonna be
Yeah, I
sunset
was
soon.
trying to see if there was any kind of a cool sunrise, but it's only whoa, went up to a whopping 16 degrees. It's cold.
Dinner. Thanks,
That's crazy for the
Wonder,
end of March.
for the one heart. Give one heart to
Thank you,
everybody.
Stevie. That's sweet.
Might get up pretty soon.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool feature that you can give to different people now.
Okay. Two,
But
three.
mostly people aren't giving anymore, I noticed.
I know. I don't think anybody's buying anymore.
Well,
They
I
don't.
don't think they
They
are
don't know
either.
what to buy. You know.
And love to you too.
You. Oh, thanks, Coachy Poo. Oh, Coachy.
Yeah.
Coachy Poo.
So did
Coachy
you
Poo.
ever get a chance? Well, probably not. You're not really in a mood to, but you never got out anywhere other than the
Yeah.
mall or I mean, I know you've taken a few trips.
When my
Live.
dad was out in the ICU, we kind of took some trip to the hot spring. We went up to the mountains, saw some waterfalls and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
around. Yeah, and then the other night we went to the Saturday night market, which was
Mm-hmm.
nice. And then
I
we
think I
went
missed that scope.
one of our best friends. We went for dinner with them, and then we went to a bar,
Mm-hmm.
a rooftop bar where they had music and stuff. It was pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that.
Tell me, Jeeves. You still didn't. I think I'm gonna be wrong on this prediction. Although there's still the airplane trip back home.
Yeah. No, I didn't. That lady that was sitting beside me took off and she sat somewhere else. Remember I told you that? The other lady, I think she was already married and she was already old. So
Why
she
did the
was
other one
going
take
the same way.
off?
But she was going the same direction I was going, like the
Yeah.
same one. But she was like
What? I
super
mean, you can just
mustard.
get up and do that
I
even
think she could be
if the
my
plane
mother.
is a
That's how
pull?
old she was. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Tony.
Sound like she was like old enough to be my mother. That's how she looked like.
That's why she moved.
Oh, no, not that one. Not that one. That was another lady that was sitting on the other side. The one that was sitting by the window side. She moved. She said, "Oh, I put on another seat," and I asked them, "Can I sit there?" So she said she moved over there. He was looked younger. He was younger. The other one was older. Woman
Did you
was sitting.
strike up a
Yeah, I was
conversation?
in the middle. This was like three seats right by the window, and then I was in the middle. And then that lady that moved was by the window, and then the older lady was on the outside.
Uh-huh. Were they snoring?
Nope. I
No.
think I was snoring. I think I might have kept my voice. But the stewardess did spill beer on me, but luckily it
Mm-hmm.
didn't go on me. It just fell on the floor.
Right.
Yeah. Continuing to work. Yeah,
Now,
Tony.
geez, if it spilled on you, she would have had fun wiping it up.
Oh my God.
I'm
She even
fine.
asked me, she asked me, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. So I got up and went to the bathroom, and she came out of the bathroom. She's like, "Are you okay? Here's some tissues here." She felt so bad that stewardess.
Yeah, but I hope she
Then
gave
the
you free
manager came
beer.
out. The manager came out and he asked me, "Are you okay? You'll be fine. You all right?" You know, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Because she told the manager that I spilled it, but it wasn't my fault. But she didn't,
She
because she
told
moved
the
her head.
manager you
Because she
spilled
was
it?
standing, she was giving to me like this, right, out of the hand,
Mm-hmm.
and then she looked back to look at something else to give me a cup or something like that. So she looked back and let go. She thinking that, so it was kind of her fault. But she
Hmm.
didn't. She was looking at me while giving it to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
She should have looked at me,
That's
gave it to me
wrong. You
after
should
that.
have gone to the manager and said, "Excuse me, sir, it was not my fault."
No, the manager knew because she told the manager that I
Oh,
did spill it. She cleaned it up, everything, and she asked me, "Are you okay? Is it spilled it on you?" I said, "No, no, it's fine. Just a little bit on my shoe."
oh
That's
yeah,
all.
like you're gonna what? Like you spilled
Because
it
I
on
had a
her, so they're
pillow on
gonna
my.
ban you from
No,
drinking.
no, no. I had a
I'm
pillow
being
on
funny.
top of my lap. I had a pillow, so it bounced off the pillow and like fell on the ground on the floor, right? So that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fine. It spilled on the floor. So she's like, "Oh, I left you another can of beer for you on your other side."
Oh, by the way, spill another one so I can have another one.
No, she was nice enough to give me another one. I was like, "Okay, thank you," because this
That
was my
reminds
second
me.
beer that she was giving me anyway.
One of my
First one
well,
I had with the dinner, and then I asked, and then she asked me, "You want another one?" I said, "Sure, give me another one." And then that's when
now,
she
yeah,
filled it.
you have to pay for them though, right?
Nope, it was
Oh,
all inclusive.
nice.
Yeah, all inclusive with the
Good for
drink, everything.
you. Do
Yeah,
they
took
put a limit
flight.
on you though?
Nope, no limit. No
Yeah, that
limit.
ticks me
Usually,
off every time you
usually
hear.
maximum is like two drinks, two
Hmm.
or three. That's it. They won't give you any more than that unless you pay for it or whatever. Or
I mean, but you can get two,
most of the
but
time they
if
don't
you
give you
want
that
more,
much.
you can pay for it.
Usually they cut you out because they don't want you drunk on the
Yeah,
plane
that's actually a
because they
big
don't want
thing
you.
going
They don't
on
want
here
you to
now
get
in the
drunk when you
U.S.
are.
too, because these people are getting idiots and getting in fights, and oh my God, like where are
First
your
class, obviously,
manners?
unlimited drinks, whatever you want. Like
Yeah, I laugh that they sit there and they duct tape them to the seat. Yeah, nasty though, you know.
yeah. But this is a very, very long flight, so most of them that are on this flight are pretty decent. So don't, we're
Hmm.
not gonna go against that. It's mostly those kind of thing that happens. It's mostly domestic flights that you get those kind of
Oh,
things.
I know
But you don't
domestic
see that kind of thing. Because why would you
during
want to
spring break.
everybody's little plane for 15 hours? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? You'll be stuck on the plane for 15 hours. You really
I'll
want to
tell
deal
you,
with your asses. You know what I
hmm
mean?
me and a couple of my girlfriends, we went to Fort Lauderdale for spring break,
Yeah.
and they had major promos back then where free champagne, all the champagne you want, and it's like only $19 one way. I'm like, holy cow!
Yeah.
So we book our flights way in advance, and stay for 10 days, and we'd go down earlier and come back anyway. So there's nothing like leaving on a 7, 8 o'clock in the morning flight, and you're there in 3 hours and a half at the most. And
That's
and
right.
when you get off the plane and that humidity hits you, it's like whoa! I barely remember the cab ride to the hotel room
Oh,
to
the heat
check
wave.
in, and then we're all like jumping in showers to try to sober up. Cause like we're going through as many bottles of champagne. But
I'm so
no,
nearby.
one of the worst flights I had was actually coming back from Florida,
Yeah.
and there's two bad flights I've had. That one was we left I think around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Beautiful 80 degrees, bright blue, sunny skies,
Yeah.
and we no more than got over the Carolinas, and it went from complete blue to complete darkness, pitch black. You
No.
couldn't see out the window. Did you know lightning is all different colors? Well, you've flown
Oh,
enough, you probably. I didn't
yeah.
know this. And we had
Same
blue
here.
lightning, red, green. I'm like, oh my. And the turbulence. So they made everybody sit, even the stewardesses. So we're lucky we had a drink or two before we left, but we wanted more. So anyway, um, we're bouncing and bouncing. And we were headed back to, Connecticut, it's closest
Yeah.
airport to where I live.
Yeah.
And I just kept looking at the clock because I knew, well, we had to land in New York first and change planes.
Right.
And so I'm looking at the watch. We're supposed to land in New York. I think it was, which is the one closest to the water, JFK or LaGuardia? Hell, I forgot.
I'm not.
Anyway, so I'm looking, I'm going, phew, we'll be landing like 4:30, and I'm looking at my watch, and all of a sudden the pilot comes over and says, "Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, but due to the weather that we've been having, we ask that you remain seated because we will be circling the airport for approximately another 45 minutes due to the fact that
45
there's,
minutes?
oh yeah, due to the fact that there's only one runway open due to the
Wow.
weather." Well, we didn't know. We just left sunny Florida, you know? We weren't paying attention to that.
Right, right.
So, and we were hitting air pockets, dropping like 1,000 feet at a time. And people
Wow.
would start screaming. And, some of the women had the vomit bags, excuse me for saying it, the older women and stuff. And even my girlfriend, who, flown everywhere to Europe since she was a
Oh,
kid, she was scared. Well, all three of us were sitting in the same, section, holding
yeah.
on to each other for dear life, going, oh shit, will they give us more drinks? But anyway, so when we finally, like, oh, I just kept looking at my watch, like, please God, let us land safely. You could see the stewardess, like they were scared. You could see it in their face. And when they're scared, that makes you even more scared. So finally, we're coming. We couldn't even see the runway until we were just the wheels had just about touched down. That's how bad it was. And we're still going and going and going, and you could see the pilot trying to stop. Well, not see him, but feel it. And I'm thinking this thing ain't slowing down. And all of a sudden, like I'm like, we're gonna run out of runway, and we're gonna end up in the water. We almost did. We
Oh,
literally slid sideways at the last minute, and like,
wow.
oh my God. And they finally straightened out the plane and were able to, you know, get there and get us in the airport. And we're shaking like a leaf. All we wanted to do was go to the bar. And we were going to refusing to get on another plane. We were either going to get a hotel room, or I had to call my parents when we landed because my parents were coming to the airport to pick the three of us up.
Right, right. Mhm.
So I'll never forget this. I call my dad. And I'm like, hi. And he goes, oh, you landed in New York? Okay. And, we're in the middle of a freaking blizzard.
Right.
And I said, Dad, I said, we're not going to get on the plane. And he says, excuse me? I said, Dad, we're not going to get on the plane. We're either going to try to rent a car or we're going to, hey, what was that?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's got someone else in the background.
Oh, okay.
It's fake. Yeah. It's
I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, so he's like, I said the girls don't want to go on a plane. We've had a terrible, terrible flight.
Yeah.
Um, I told him everything. Anyway, so he's like, he goes, your mother and I are leaving for the airport. You know, you better be on the at the airport, right? He says
Right.
when we get there, because we're driving 50 minutes to the airport to get you. And I said, Dad, you don't understand. The girls don't want to get on the plane. I don't want to get on the plane. We're scared to death. We've had the shit scared out of us. We're not doing it. And he's sitting there yelling at me. He hangs up the phone.
Yeah.
I call back. He picks it up and he says, "What do you want now?" He said, He wasn't. He was doing this on purpose
Yeah.
because he knew that if we didn't get on a plane right then and there, we were probably not going to get on another one again.
Right.
So, I'm trying to tell my girlfriend, my dad's saying we got to get on the plane. So the plane, we were surprised, was taken off the next flight. Because I'm thinking, well, how can we take off in this crap where we just landed in?
Right.
So we get on the plane and we're all tan. We've been there for days, weeks, whatever. And we're sitting there like, and all these businessmen walking on like nothing's going on with their suit and their briefcase, like they flew into New York for the day.
Yeah.
And they're looking at three hot chicks like shaking like a leaf, whatever.
Right.
So
Right.
the stewardess is looking over and she goes, that lady, she says, is something wrong? And she says, is this your first flight? And she was very nice. And we're like,
Yeah.
no. And then she took a double take and she goes, well, you girls are awfully tan. And we're like, thank you. And she says, oh, wait a second. She says, were you on the flight that just slid on the runway? And all three of us at the same time shook our head up and down. and she's like, oh my God. She said, my friend was one of the flight attendants on there. And she was telling me about it. And, she says, no wonder you're nervous. She says, well, the conditions are better from here to there. So she comes back with 3 glasses and a champagne
Oh
bottle.
my God.
And she pops the cork and she says, here, she says, we're not supposed to do this, but we're going to let you, drink even
Yeah.
before you take off if you want.
Right. Right.
We did hit the bar, though, in the airport for a drink before we
Nice.
got on. But we're like, give me the bottles. We're taking the bottle. We're chugging the bottle and filling those plastic stupid champagne glasses.
Yeah. That's the glass.
So we drink the whole bottle before we even take off. And these guys are looking at us like, who are these 3 chicks that are, getting wiped? What did they do to And they're
Right.
kind of giggling. They're trying not to, but, when you're a hot chick, they do things like that to you back in the
Right.
day. So we start to take off and we're like praying on everything else, and they must have thought we were our rocker.
Yeah.
And so we're up there and she's trying to do everything she can to distract us, and it wasn't working. So she goes, she gets us another bottle of champagne, and she
Right.
says, well, it's only like a half an hour flight, she says, but I got a feeling you 3 can polish this off before the plane lands. So she
See, one of
pops
the
the
hot
cork
chicks
and
get
says,
privileges. Yep, they
what?
do. I
Yeah.
said, Steve when it says hot chicks
So we
get.
go through now we're wasted, right? And
Yeah.
back in those days, they didn't have the covered walkways, you had to get off and walk on the tarmac, come down the stairs.
Yep.
So, and your parents could actually watch you, there was no security
Yeah.
like there is now. They could
Yeah.
stay where your gate was. So
Yeah.
here we are, we're all like getting off the plane, we're like all slap happy, silly, drunk. So go walking in, and we're all like, my father's got this big grin on his face, and my mother's kind of looking at us like, what's wrong with these 3? And and I think she kind of, I mean, she figured it out. Maybe didn't say anything, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I'm sorry, girls." He said, "But I had to do that to you." And that's when he told us, I knew you'd never get on a plane. He goes,
Right.
"Are you girls okay?" We're like, "Hi, Dad. We're fine." We're slurring our words. And he starts giggling. He goes, "What did you do now?" I said, "Oh, we didn't do anything. I mean, maybe it's a good thing that the plane." We're slurring our words. I'm sure. I'm doing it on purpose. The plane slid because the stewardess gave us free champagne. And he's giggling, and my mother's kind of like, hmm. I mean, the drinking age back then was 18. Anyway, so what could you do? We were of age. Anyway, so he goes, well, how many bottles of champagne did you have? And I don't know. I said it 2 or 3.
2 or 3? What? What?
And he's like,
Shit.
he's like, okay, is everybody feeling okay? Anybody want something to eat? And we're like, no, Dad, we just want to go home. So I remember just, getting the suitcases, putting them in the car, and
2 or 3
in the car, and
bottles.
we're all giggly, and we're all telling him what happened. He goes, well, why were you so scared? You were like freaking out. Well, we had to tell them everything, and he's like, oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God, no wonder you were so afraid. But I hope you know I did that for your own good, because we knew that if you didn't do it then, you probably wouldn't get on a plane again. So you did the right thing.
Right.
But
Right.
anyway, yeah, you can't do.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't act or bother anybody. We were just being silly. We were just trying to blurt everything out. And this plane ride was totally okay. A little bump here or there, but nothing.
Right.
But anyhow, that's why when I saw and watched you fly all that way, I'm going, how in the world can he stand being up there? Anyone?
I love long flights. I
Yeah, I
love.
watched it when
I've done it.
Lisa, I think it
I've
was,
done it since I've been a little kid. My
yeah,
parents.
so you're used to it.
My dad used to work for Singapore Airlines, so he used to get free tickets for
Mm-hmm.
family. So we used to
Mm-hmm.
fly all the time, almost every year we used to fly. And I lived in
And
Singapore.
yeah, that's a good thing, because
We
you're
were
used to it.
exposed to a lot of different cultures, different
Hmm.
types of food. That's why we were able to adapt to any place we go now.
That's right, and
Pretty
that's a
fast.
wonderful
So some kids,
experience to have.
like going to a different country, they get sick too fast, and or the weather is not good. They get. For me, no, got no
Hmm.
problem with that because my parents have did that to us.
Right?
Around the
Well, you were
world, and
very blessed to have
exposed to
that,
a lot of
opportunity.
different cultures, different food, different stuff. So for
Hmm.
me, it's like food is nothing for me.
Hmm.
You can eat anything anywhere. I can eat anything. So good.
Now we
So
brought the other girls
exotic
home, and
food.
then I went home, and um, I remember bringing the suitcase in, and I think I just went in and washed makeup off, and got into bed, and we're like, I think it's time to go to bed. Like, this has been a stressful day. I don't
Right.
even remember what time it was, but I'm telling you, that was a crazy time. That and another time, and I don't understand this one. I flew in. I had gone shopping in New York City. I brought I spent on new clothes alone, like back then, like 2 grand. I went shopping. I bought all this stuff to bring back to me. So I go to Atlantic City, have a great time, and now it's time to come back to New York City.
Right.
So we flew from Atlantic City to Newark. Now
Yeah.
we're on the runway in Atlantic City, about to take off, and there's a freaking thunderstorm.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't want to take off in the thunderstorm, and everybody else on the plane didn't either. So the
Right.
pilot basically is saying, that no drinks are going to be served, and that
Yeah.
everybody is to remain seated throughout the entire flight with your seatbelt on. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I want off this plane without letting anybody off the plane. And I'm like, well, now I feel like I'm in jail.
Right.
So we took off on that plane, and let me tell you, lightning, thunder, boom. I don't even know why they let them take off back then.
Exactly.
That's crazy to do that. So anyway, all of a sudden on that plane, first of all, just the good news was that I had taken the leftover, bottle of liquor that we still had in the hotel room, right?
Oh,
And I was sitting between a husband and his wife. And I'm like, well, I can take the outer seat if you two want to sit together. Like, oh no, honey, sit between us. I'm like, oh, great. So now you could tell that they were really nervous too. And
right.
I had some of those little paper Dixie cups, that you have.
Oh, I see.
So I put two together so it wouldn't leak through. And I said, well, I'll tell you what. I said, "Do you drink?" I think it might have been scotch or whiskey, one or the other. Not that I liked it, I took it anyway. And I said, "I have a bottle in my. I have put my carry on under the seat."
Yeah.
So I pulled it out. Even though I had my seatbelt on, I was able to lean forward and I'm in there and I go, I have some cups in here. I go, do you want a shot? Do you want a shot for the lady? And she goes, you don't mind? And I said, nope. Just watch for the stewardess. I don't really care what she does anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. I reach for the bottle of scotch and I'm giving the man a shot. We actually had a couple shots. The turbulence was so bad. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, I put the cover back on.
Where I am already.
What is that noise? Where am I?
That's Chris.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I'm on a Skype call in the background.
I don't even know what that is.
Another guy.
Anyway, so I know more than put the bottle, cover, I mean the bottle, screw it on tightly.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we hit
I'm
a
surprised
god
David's still
awful
alive.
turbulence, and it
Yeah.
threw me forward so hard. My arm slammed into the seat in something sharp in front of me, and
Yeah.
my arm was absolutely killing me. It starts to swell up, and I'm like, oh. But of course, I had a little liquor in me, so I didn't feel the tremendous pain.
Yeah.
Get to the airport, get off the plane. We landed safely. Now I got to take a limousine back to New
Right.
York City. And I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. My arm's killing me. And then the
Yeah.
lady comes over and says, did you hurt your arm? And I'm like, yeah. She says, I can see it swelling up here. She said, you really need to get that checked out. So I said, well, I'm waiting for my luggage. They lost my luggage. They lost my freaking luggage.
Did
And
you ever get it
all
back?
the money I had spent in New York and all the clothes, I always overpacked. These are the days when you put jewelry in there and everything. 14 karat gold and necklaces, bracelets, everything. I lost it all. And the maximum they would give you was $600. So now I had to go file the baggage claim thing. You know, the limo's waiting for me to go back to New York City.
Yeah.
And I was so mad. I never got it back. Never.
Never
And they
got it back.
found it. I think
They never
somebody
found it.
stole it.
Somebody
Nope,
stole
I
it.
think somebody stole it in Newark. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
Wow.
Yep. So
That's
never got it back. So all I got was a $600. And I'm
that's
like,
not,
yeah, but you don't understand. And I'm showing him all the receipts and the dates on it. I said, I just bought all this stuff and all the new clothes and new swimsuit, dresses, a couple
it's
dresses. This
$7.
is
Yeah.
$2,000 is nothing. I mean, it's still a lot, but it's nothing like it was.
Now, when I came here, I put a AirTag on mine so I can track it where the hell it is for
Hmm.
myself instead of having the baggage.
Really? I didn't know you
Yeah,
could do
like
that.
on mine and my backpack that I was
That's cool.
carrying, and also the suitcase
How do
that I
you
have.
do that, Juice?
AirTag, it's with an iPhone, so I just connect that
Ah,
to my iPhone. It
mhm.
automatically connects, and then I
That is
just
the
say
coolest
baggage,
thing.
and I just put that on, and you can tell
Mhm.
it'll actually tell you where your bag is and everything, like
So,
the
did
actual
it tell
bag
you that
size.
it was on the plane?
Yeah, it was on
Cool.
the plane. Right, and then when they transfer it, you can see where it goes and stuff. And you can
Oh
also
my
like,
God, that's cool.
if you want to actually go see where it is, you can actually there's arrows that will show you. You can actually walk closer to your bag and stuff.
Cool. That is really
Yeah,
cool.
so I
Yeah,
did that.
I was so heartbroken. So finally, I just had to go and went back to New York. I mean, I literally overpack all the time because you never know. Like you say, if you spill something on something, you gotta go change. I don't know. I was so
I just don't
upset though.
like,
I
I
had
never
but
keep white prissy like clean at all ever. The white
hmm
is the only thing I don't pack. If
yeah.
I
Well, I
can,
mean, we took. I mean, now you can't even take shampoo unless it's a little tiny. I don't even know if you could do that anymore. I haven't flown
oh
since the
yeah, here
regulations.
if you're flying international, you can take them not in baggage
Yeah,
like
in the car
when
in
you check in your
yeah,
bag, you can put it all in there.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
But
that's good.
yeah, so I do
But
that. That's what I did when I came here. I brought shampoos, soap, and everything.
yeah, because I mean, the last thing you want to do when you get to somewhere is, oh, I gotta run right out. I gotta get my shampoo, toothpaste, everything else. Lordy.
Yeah. Over here, it's pretty cheap to get anything you want. So,
Yeah,
but then there was particular ones that I used that I
I
brought.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you have to switch it up it's actually good to switch. Did you know that? It's good to switch
Yep.
shampoos and stuff like that.
Yep.
Not, like, don't use the same kind all the time because your hair gets used to that and gets a buildup of film on it. It's good to switch to a different kind and then switch back.
Oh yeah, I do that all the
Yep, that's what I was told by a hairdresser. What am I keeping you from doing?
time.
What time is it over there? 6
It
p.m.?
is 6:07. I was gonna
7?
go make.
Oh, so you're 12 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna go
Yeah,
make some.
7:07, and
My
I'm
phone's
looking
gonna
at a
die.
cloudy day.
No, it's actually sunny there. Yesterday was like thunder and lightning, but it
Ooh.
only rains a little bit. It didn't like shower, just rain.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
like,
in tropical places like that, that's normal.
yeah, it drizzled a little bit and it's thunder and this thing, but it didn't. I was afraid that it's gonna like really rain. When it rains here, it rains hard rain.
Hmm.
Holy
Yeah,
stuff.
oh yeah.
Oh
I had
yeah.
that happen in Florida, and my girlfriend and I went out to dinner. The girl that I was staying with, I went to college with, and we went out to dinner, and it was like one of places where you sit out, it's open.
Yeah.
We went out for seafood and whatever, and all of a sudden, I thought we were having a hurricane.
Yeah,
I
moving
never
on.
saw tropical downpours like we did. You couldn't even see in the park across what car was in the parking lot. And it's like we're sitting under there, and no sides on anything. We could have gone inside. They told us I'd sit there, but
The cremation might be this week. It's maybe Monday. We're
oh
not sure yet.
yeah,
Trying to figure out if it's available or not. So
oh boy,
my sister already sent. We were waiting for my brother, but he's got some issues getting here, so we're just gonna go with the
your
thing.
brother is not
Yeah,
there.
because of the test and go, he's trying to get it, and it's not getting approved in time.
Oh,
So they were just waiting tonight to see if his flight is in a couple of hours.
oh,
Like
he's
in
coming. He's arriving shortly.
no, no, no. He has to get on the flight, but then he needs the Thai
Oh,
pass.
he's
So,
getting on a
so he
flight.
has that approved before he can get on the plane. So we're
Is he
waiting on
from Is he from Canada too?
the same spot. And
That's
yeah,
interesting how you all ended up in Canada.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we
is
were
that
super
is
young.
a
We were super
long way
young.
from home.
I was 10, my sister was 12, and then my brother was about 3 years old. And we
Oh.
came to 94.
Hmm.
So I'm in Canada almost 30 years now. So
Was it because of your? Was it because of education? Was it because
it was
of?
for me,
Wait, I
my
couldn't
dad,
hear you,
get
Jeeves.
out. Yeah, education, because the education system that not great at so my dad did not like the system, the way they were treating us and stuff. So my
Right.
dad wanted to get out of the country, go somewhere else because back then they were a lot more racist in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Mm-hmm.
would only give you opportunity. Let's say I went for the
Really
job,
sincerely
he did
yours.
that, and there's a Chinese guy go for the same thing. They'll pick the Chinese guy instead of me. That's kind of how it was back then. It's not
Mm-hmm.
anymore that way, but it was back then. A lot of people left the country because of that reason.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but now
breaking my heart to see these people in Ukraine having to leave, and oh my God, they're still fighting. They're showing they look so. Can you? It's such a waste to me. I mean, it's not even a waste. It's like so cruel, and
hey,
like all these buildings and everything they own is gone. And
yeah, they're
how do
blowing
you
up.
even begin to clean up that
Well,
and
Ukraine was
rebuild?
part of Russia, so Russia wants their country back again.
Well, Russia,
And
you can, you know what?
Russians always want power, and they want to be the first number one and stuff.
Well, they're having negotiations right now in
The
Turkey, in
negotiation
Istanbul.
is not even doing good. They don't want. So they're like, I don't want you guys. And Putin's saying, yes, we want you
Well, they're
guys.
saying Putin knows he's losing,
Yeah,
losing the war, but Ukraine is. I don't think they're going to give him any part of Ukraine. and they shouldn't.
They don't have to. Why should
No,
they?
they
Exactly.
shouldn't. He's an idiot for what he did.
Exactly. We'll see
Switch
what the.
over here.
But
Chris, I
anyways,
don't
my
understand what
phone
Chris is
died.
doing.
Near this one.
I'm gonna get off and go make some dinner.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you have dinner, and I'm not ready for breakfast. I haven't. I slept. Well, I couldn't sleep last night. I had so much going on, and then today I was dealing with all kinds of
Irish.
paperwork and screw ups and phone calls and ugh.
Stevie, I'm a Hindu. I'm full Hindu Indian. Yeah.
But we're glad that
I'm holding in
we're not
there.
glad about what happened to you. You know that we're sad for you, but at this
I was
the
hoping
same time, we would not
I
want
was
him to
hoping to
suffer.
get him better and bring him back home. That was the goal to do, but wasn't expecting
We
this.
should switch out of this one so we can get on yours.
Have you been able to do any work there or not really?
Yeah, I have. I was able to do
Uh huh.
uh, some music stuff. I was able to do some
That's
files
good.
with people and stuff.
Did you watch the Academy Awards?
Yeah, I know
Did
I
you
did,
see?
but I saw
But you know
clips
what happened? It
there,
was so
Will
stupid.
Smith and what happened. And
I don't. I still
about
think it may have been staged. The
no, I don't.
ratings have been so. I don't
It's,
know. The
it's
ratings have
because
been so low.
Chris Rock actually did talk about his wife before in 2016, so
Uh,
they had some conflict within them. So I guess that's.
but at the
But
same time, he laughed at the beginning. I thought the joke was funny. Not. I mean, I
he
understand the
saw Jaden's
condition.
face, Jaden pic, her face like went
Yeah,
off.
but here you are up for Best Actor award, and you go and I don't know. Part of me thinks it was staged, and I'll tell you, the only reason I think it's because the ratings and the criticism and the way these shows have been put together have lost all the glamour and
I don't think that was staged. I don't
well, a
believe
lot
it.
of people do. They think I
I
don't
don't
know,
think
they
so.
think it may have been staged, but
But look
yeah,
at Chris.
I mean, Chris didn't
Chris
deserve it. But the thing is, if you
the
notice
thing is,
too,
Chris Evans like did an like assault charge
oh
on
yeah,
him, right?
well, he
So
could have filed assault charges, but he's not going to. And actually, LAPD can file assault charges even if Chris doesn't want to, but they said they're not
even
going to.
Oscars can also like the committee of the Oscars can
Well,
also.
that's the one thing I hope they don't take his Oscar away. That's
Well, they didn't. They actually gave him the Oscar.
well, yeah, they
He
gave
won.
it, but I mean
Was
that's a decision that he may have to give it back,
Yeah, this is linked on your
but
Facebook.
he'll probably let it go.
no, I don't think so.
He
He's done
apologized,
a lot
and
of things, and it's his time right now. Like his moment, this generation right now is his moment because he's done a lot of movies and stuff. So,
oh yeah, somebody
I
said his
think they take that
performance.
away
I didn't
from him.
see the movie.
Yeah,
Oh, now they just
I didn't see the
yeah.
movie. So.
He was at the parties. He was partying away, dancing with his Oscar, getting
Well,
jiggy with
not a
it.
little bit. He's gone through a lot of shit throughout his life.
Being famous is not. Nah,
He's,
it's
but,
gonna pass,
but
Stevie.
the thing
I don't
is,
think he's done damage to his career.
but
He made it.
he's been like he's like came famous with nothing. That's the one thing he did.
He might.
But he was a child and he lost all his money. He spent it all, and luckily someone else saved his career. Pretty much, that's where Fresh Prince came. That helped with his career.
You know what? We don't know if he was drinking or doing anything before, but he was crying on stage. He has publicly apologized to Chris Rock already.
He did
Um,
apologize, and in the article said that he Chris Rock did abuse his wife previously in
um,
2016 when he was hosting it in 2016.
oh, well,
So he
he's
has done it previous. So I guess he pushed his button pretty much.
and the
And
thing though, Jada, I'm not defending him.
yeah,
It shouldn't have happened whether it was staged or not. That'd be pretty low on a producer and part two. This because it's
I'm not sure if the joke was given by the Oscar or he came up with that or not. because usually they have
Yeah,
a
I think we
prompter.
called her G.I. Jane too, which, it
Yeah,
was
but the prompter.
funny. I mean, if you are a celebrity, think about all the when Ricky Gervais was up there hosting. Everybody was a target.
Yeah,
I mean, this is not like, I mean,
right.
a lot of people have that, and it's not like it's a secret. And if she was so worried, it is a compliment.
But
Because
what he
Demi
said to
Moore
her about
actually
that
did shave
hair
her
and
head
stuff.
for that role.
But the thing he said was that also that's also offending her because she has a condition. That's why she has hair like that.
But if
She
she was so upset over it, she has money and has access to any kind of wig she wants.
yeah,
Now, I don't want to, because there is somebody on here that we all know that has spoken openly about it.
yeah,
She has it, and you all know if you know who I'm talking about.
yeah, I think so.
And we don't say anything to her, you
Yeah,
know.
it's beautiful. That's why she got
A
less
lot
hair.
of, and a
She
lot
got
of people,
this-
have
yeah,
done that. Look at all the women that go through, and men, but women that lose all their hair with cancer, and then it
yeah,
has to grow back. I've seen several people that I know have to go through that.
yeah.
Um, the saddest part of it is, though, is I wish they're still talking about it this nowadays too.
Yeah,
It
I'm
says
getting
Will Smith
WhatsApp.
publicly apologizes to Chris Rock. It's
Yeah,
on Fox News right now. I have it
yeah.
muted, but on the title.
Like everywhere I turn, Facebook, everyone, everybody's
Yeah,
talking.
everywhere.
What the
The
hell?
minute it happened, or you should have seen Twitter blow
And
up.
I had WhatsApp. What do you call people sending me videos of the WhatsApp and stuff. I'm like, what the hell?
It could have been a setup. It could have been staged, because let me tell you something. You got actors here. These actors are trained how to
True.
make it look like they actually hit someone. Because one thing I noticed as well, and I slowed it down, is that if
Chris
somebody
was like,
hits you
ooh,
that hard, it's an automatic reaction usually that if somebody slapped,
ow.
and I had it happen to me.
Yeah,
My brother was horsing around, one of my youngest brothers, right? And literally went and clobbered me right across the face, across the ear, everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And the first thing that happens is your hand automatically goes up to go, ow!
yeah.
His hand didn't move at all to go up and like, ow! Or his
Nothing.
mouth
And he was
didn't
like
drink
all
like,
calm
oh
and
crap,
cool and
that hurts.
smiling and everything. I'm like, you know that fucking hurt you or nothing? We're like, what the hell? Part of
I
my
was
language.
like, wait a minute. He didn't even like, I don't know what
He
it
didn't
is.
explain or nothing. I was like, what the heck?
I know, because,
He just kept
well,
cool.
anyway, I woke up the next day and I thought it's like something in my ear I couldn't hear.
Yeah,
Very faintly out of one ear. And I'm like freaking out, going, like if you get water in your ear or something. But no, I had showered, everything was fine. When I woke up in the morning, and as time was going by and I'm like getting ready, I'm like, really can't hear. You know how you stick your finger in your ear, you're tilting your head, see if there's water in it, anything. So I go out in the kitchen, I go, Mom, I said, I can't hear out of my ear. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, I can't hear. And
right.
she's a nurse, but she still can get a little nervous. So she says, well, do you have something? So she's looking at my ear, the whole thing. She can't see anything. She says, well, I'm going to call the doctor and take you in. I said, I don't want to go to school. I can't hear. Am I losing my hearing? Am I dying? The whole thing.
Yeah,
I went to the doctor's office, and I went in, and my mom sat in the waiting room, and I went in, and he looked in my ear, and he says, did you have an accident or anything? And I said, no. And he said, is your mother here? And I said, yes. And he says, I noticed there's some marks on the side of your face. Did someone hit you? He came right out and asked me.
yeah,
And I said, yeah. And he goes, who was it? Was it whatever? So I ended up telling him. I said, my brother was horsing around and decided to clobber me side to head. He says, I
yeah,
want to speak to your mother. So my mom comes in. The nurse brings my mother and sits down and says, well, and I looked at her ear, and she
yeah,
told me that one of your sons hit her in the face. I already told my mother that too. And she says, I don't know how to tell you this, but you need to have a talk with your son because he put a hole in her eardrum the size of a dime.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So when you go to slap somebody, be careful. And my mother's eyes just bugged out. She's like, is that why she can't hear? And he says, yes. And of course, my mother said, stupid thing, because she's a nurse and she would know.
Yeah.
And she says, well, he says, I don't think there'll be any permanent damage, but she's not going to have her hearing back for a while. It'll
That's
improve, but we're talking maybe a month or two. So I start to cry, and I'm like, I can't hear. This is too weird. I mean, you take these things for granted.
balance takes the balance off your.
I didn't have a problem with that. I just wasn't allowed to go swimming, anything in. I had to be excused from any gym classes for 2 months, 2, 3 months, but it took a couple months before my hearing went back to normal. It hurt just a little. It didn't hurt a lot, but let me tell you, when my mother told my father, whoo, my brother got grounded for a month plus, ordered never touch your sisters, either one of us, again, even if you're horsing around, 'cause that hurt. I mean, it was really freaky. That's all I can tell you. So, if we all have our hearing, we really need to be grateful because those that don't, the things that you miss out on that we take for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you need to have your dinner, Jeeves. I could sit here and I keep forgetting.
Step off. Yeah, I'm gonna step off because my phone needs charge.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
you're doing pretty good considering. Thanks for coming on. You
No
have a
problem.
wonderful evening.
All right, Stevie, you take care.
Maybe I'll see you around.
Stevie,
Chris, I'll see you around.
you got
And I hope that
Christopher
you have
Christmas first.
a good,
Okay,
spend the time with your family, and we'll
I
see you
will.
soon again.
Okay, see you soon.
Take
Okay.
care.